welcome to my channel. It's a new day. We're back on YouTube finally, and we're going to do some more reactions. I'm going to start with a bonus video, and then we'll do 6 requested reactions. For the bonus video, I've selected Tupac, Better Days. And I'm going to do something different with him now. I brought my phone with me, and I pulled up the lyrics. And I'm going to be looking at the lyrics, so you're going to see me looking down like this occasionally while I'm watching this, because I want to really get what he says, because his lyrics are really important. You got to listen to every word. So that's what I've decided to do anytime I watch a Tupac video. Before we get into that, though, I do want to thank you for coming, and thank you for everything that you do to support me. The growth of my channel is unbelievable. It's just mind-boggling. So I want to thank you for that. Before I move on, I want to show you my shirt. Can you see that? I have so many of these, it's unbelievable. Anyway, I always want to remind you that I put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that makes sense and is relevant. But I don't put the link to the reaction request form because I'm not currently accepting new requests. I've got over 3,200 in my queue already. I've got to take care of some of those. But I live stream on Rumble on Sundays at 5 p.m. UTC. And I do that for 2 hours. So if you come then, you can ask for something in the chat, and I'll react to it on the spot immediately. Okay? I do it on Rumble because YouTube kills my stream. They got some stupid rules. So what I do is I live stream on Rumble, and then I download the file, I upload it to YouTube so that YouTube can tell me what's copyrighted. I remove the copyrighted material, and then I release it on YouTube as a straight video. It doesn't show up under live anymore. You won't see any more live streams on YouTube or on Rumble because they get uploaded as regular videos now, just the way it has to be. Sorry about that, but I have to honor copyright, and I don't want YouTube nuking my streams, so I moved them over to Rumble. Okay? So, this is Tupac and his song Better Days. This is the original version, and I'm going to watch the lyrics as he's singing. So let me pull this up real quick. All right, we're ready to go.
Looking for these better days.
You ain't lying.
You know what I mean?
Who that?
OFTB up in this. Better days. Hey, better days. Got me thinking about better days. Better days, better days, better days. Hey, better days. Got me thinking about better days. Time to question our lifestyle, look how we live. Smoking weed like it ain't no thing. So even kids wanna try now, then lie down and get ran through. Nobody watches them clocking the evil man do. Faced with the demons, addicted to hearing victims screaming. Guess we was evil since birth, product of cursed Siemens. Cause even our birthdays is cursed days. A born thug in the first place to worst ways. I love to see the block in peace, with no more dealers and crooked cops. The only way to stop the beast, and only we can change. It's up to us to clean up the streets, it ain't the same. Too many murders, too many funerals, and too many tears. Just seen another brother bury, plus I knew him for years. Passed by his family, but what could I say? Keep your head up and try to keep the faith, and pray for better days. Better days, better days. Hey, better days. Got me thinking about better days. Better days, better days, better days. Hey, better days. Got me thinking about better days. Thinking back as an adolescent, who would have guessed that in my future years I'd be stressing? Some say the ghetto's sick and corrupted. Plus my PO won't let me hang with the brothers I grew up with. Trying to keep my head up and stay strong. All my homies slinging yayo all day long, but they wrong, so I'm solo and so broke. Saving up for some Jordans, cause they dope. I got a girl and I love her, but she broke too. And so am I can't take her to the place she wanna go to. So we argue and play fight all day and night, making passionate love to the daylight. Plus we about to get evicted, can't pay the rent. Guess it's time to see who really is your friend. You tell me you're pregnant and I'm amazed. So many blessings while we stressing, looking for the better days. Hey, better days. Got me thinking now, better days. Better days, better days, better days. Hey, better days. Got me thinking on better days. Now me and you was real cool. Hell on them square fools. Since back in high school, we was true, me and you. Hardly part of them separated, we stayed faded. Affiliated with gangbangers and still made it. Up in the gym, mess with me, gotta mess with him. Still dressing like grown men when rolling. Out in the dark, smoking Newports, gaming marks. Got a place in my heart, homie, stay smart. Locked you up in the pen and gave you 3 to 10. I send you letters with naked flicks of old friends. Hoping you well, I know it's hell doing time in the cells. You need mail when you in jail. And me, I'm doing cool. I settled down, had a family, working in night school. Every once in a while I reminisce and I wonder how we ever came to this. I miss the better days. Better days. Hey, better days. I know, got me thinking about better days. I want the better days, better days, better days. Hey, better days. Got me thinking on better days. Better days, better days, better days. Hey, better days. All them dudes I was locked up with. We're getting to the better days. E-block, F-block. Better days, better days, better days. Hey, better days. All the peoples I met along the way. We're getting to the better days. Better days is coming home. Better days, better days. Looking for the better days. Hey, better days. Looking for the better days. Better days, better days. Looking for the better days. Hey.
You know, gosh. There's something about, I don't know what it is. There's something about Tupac's music. I'm not talking about the lyrics now. I'm talking about the music, the background, the support, the instrumentals. There's just something about it that is, I don't know, it's really compelling. It's great beat and great music, and it really supports what he's saying, but it's like, I don't know, I think you could almost have a good song from Tupac with no lyrics at all. I mean, that's how good the music, the supporting music is. But the lyrics just, they take it over the top. This was, gosh. You know, it's like the song has a hopeful tone to it. Better days, better days. There's going to be better days, you know. And it's almost as if he was saying to himself, if I keep telling myself this long enough, it's actually going to happen. But, you know, there's some things he said in here that just, whew, boy, it's heavy. Time to question our lifestyle. Look how we live. Smoking weed, and this says we, not weed, but I'm sure he said weed, like it ain't no thing, so even kids want to try now. They lie down and get ran through. Nobody watches them clocking. The evil man do. Guess we was evil since birth, product of cursed, 'cause even our birthdays is cursed days. A born thug in the first place, the worst ways. Wow, it's like, you know, the thing about him is there's a hopefulness and a hopelessness just commingled in his lyrics. It's like, it's hard to explain. It's like, it's like I'm cursed, but I still think there's going to be better days. Like no amount of curse can overcome my hopefulness, if that makes sense. He just had a way of saying things that just communicated so much more than just what the words say. I mean, it's unbelievable. And there, later on, it struck me when he was talking about, he talks about how he's with his girl and they're getting evicted. You know, now I guess we'll find out who our friends are. But then he goes into this thing about reminiscing about high school and his buddy who's in jail. And at the end, he's singing Better Days while he's rapping, so it's really hard to hear what he said. I'm going to read it to you. I send this one out to all the homeboys down in Clinton lockdown, Rikers Island, all them dudes I was locked up with, E Block, F Block, Lower H, NIC in Rikers Island, downstate, all the peoples I met along the way. Better days is coming, homeboy. Keep your head up. You know, he's talking to guys that are in prison. Like, you know, I've never been in prison. I've never been arrested. Okay? I've had interactions with cops, but I've never been arrested. But if you just think about it, I was on a jury once. It was what they call in Texas a petite jury, 6 people, because it was, I guess, a lesser crime. But what it was this woman was charged with drunk driving, and for some reason they elected me the foreman of the jury. And when the trial was over and we went into deliberations, there was 3 women and 3 men. And the 3 women were instantly, she's guilty. And the men refused to find her guilty. And I'm the foreman, so I've got to find some way to resolve this conflict. And so I don't know if this will make any sense without me giving you all the background, but I don't want to stretch this out too far. But I said, look, excuse me. You may not think that she was drunk, but you have to admit from the testimony that both of her friends were, because one of them was passed out. We don't know which one because their testimonies conflicted. But one of the 2 of them was passed out in the back seat, and she was driving them back to their cars so they could drive home. If she was sober, I'll never forget the term in Texas law. It's the loss of the normal use of your faculties due to the introduction of alcohol into the bloodstream. That's the definition, or the law, the way the law reads. The loss of the normal use of your faculties due to the introduction of alcohol into the bloodstream. And I looked at this guy. There was one guy still holding out. And I looked at him and I said, do you think that if she had normal use of her faculties, knowing that her friends were passed out in the back seat, that she would have taken them back to their cars and let them drive home? Or would she have called them a cab? And he looks at me and he says, well, if you put it like that, I guess I have to find her guilty. And as soon as he said that, what crossed my mind, and I said it out loud to the jury, I said, God help us. We have found a fellow citizen guilty of a crime. And it really struck me how what we did, and it isn't really what we did, it's what she did, because she's the one who got drunk, but what our decision impacted her life in a negative way. So I have, just a tiny, teensy little bit of an understanding of what it's like to go to jail, because I can understand the impact it has on you. It changes your life. And these guys are spending, 3 to 10 years in prison. And it has to feel, at times at least, like there's no hope at all. And here he's singing to them, there's better days ahead, bud. Just hang on. There's better days ahead. And because he had been in prison, his message would resonate with them, and they would think, yeah, maybe he's right. Maybe there are better days. Maybe I need to hold on. Maybe I need to hang on just a little longer, because there are better days coming. That had to be such a message of deliverance to them. I can't explain it. I really cannot explain it. But something about this man has impacted me in ways that were unexpected. He's touched my heart. He's given me a greater empathy for those people who are mired in poverty and struggling to find a way out, and how difficult that is, and how soul-crushing it is. And so few people manage to overcome it, but he was one of them, because for him, all that soul-crushing just was expelled from his brain by there's going to be better days. And it speaks to how powerful words are. Just a few words can change a person's life. Just saying there's going to be better days can change a person's life. And I'd be willing to bet you there's somebody on this planet who will tell you that song changed their life. They may even comment saying that on my channel. But if, he only lived to be 25. But in the short period of time that he lived, he made an impact. He made a powerful impact on a lot of people. And that also speaks to why I do this. Because music can touch you in ways that nothing else can. It can reach inside of you, and it can make you feel better about yourself, better about life, better about the future. It can make you feel that there's better days. And I pray that for you. Wherever you are at in life, I pray that there will be better days for you. That every day will be better than the previous day. And that everybody that you love, your entire family, your relatives, your friends, all the people that are close to your heart, will see better days. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.